Oh hey, what's up guys? T-Dawg here. Didn't expect to see you this late at night. I was just about to play some Monster Hunter. Well, actually, since you're here, can I talk to you about something? Something that I feel is kind of pressing. And that is the leaks, the data mines, all that fun stuff. Here, settle down. Hey, I felt like to talk about this, we need some good quality gameplay. And that's why I brought to you Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate on Citra, because unfortunately Capcom won't put it on Steam. But hey, that's a topic for another video. In today's video, we're tackling something that's not very fun. Watch out, T-Dawg is going to do the classic YouTuber thing. I didn't want to have to make this video. See, told you. But it's true. I never would have thought that Monster Hunter, in all this time that I've dealt with it, would have such a big problem when it comes to leaking. I remember growing up playing this game series as a little kid, and a big thing of it was the excitement of learning a whole new system, in a sense, you know what I mean? Where it's a brand new experience, you never have dealt with this thing before, and you're just kind of filled with a sense of mystery, of excitement, of adventure. You know what I mean? And I feel like with this newest game, that's going to be kind of ruined for a lot of people in a sense, just due to how widespread the mass leaking of information has been. One of the biggest culprits I can think of is r/Monster Hunter leaks, where a lot of this stuff is hosted. Now, I'm not like I'm condemning everyone who has seen the leaks. Clearly, if you want to see these leaks, if you want to see this stuff early, if you want to pull back the curtain and see the inner workings, that's perfectly fine. I get it. If I could have the capabilities, I probably would too, to some extent. But the issue is where people who don't want to see that information have to, because it's not like a thing where like social media is so in-depth where you can content lock like certain things. Like you can't go on like Reddit and be like, oh yeah, cancel out any keywords that say leak or insert monster name. You can't do that, at least from what I understand. And I'm not really sure if a social media does have that capability, just because it might be too restrictive or whatever when it comes to the algorithms, but that's not the point of this video. I guess the point would be, I hope that this isn't something that is a continuous thing in the future when it comes to Capcom releases, especially Monster Hunter, just because I feel like there might be almost a rift when it comes to the community of leakers versus non-leakers. And I mean, already in my comments, I have seen people, I guess because they have seen these leaks already, if they see one of my theory videos or anything, they will just blatantly just attack me and just say, hey, this isn't your idea. This is just based off of like a leak or whatever. And to some extent, that makes me happy. If my theory is that good that you think I'm a leaker, that I look at the data mines, I appreciate it. That means I just know what I'm doing. But besides making my head bigger, it also kind of infuriates me just a little bit, because I want to hold myself to a really high standard when it comes to content, when it comes to a brand, when it comes to just my reputation. And that's why in all my videos now, I have the script with all my resources and everything, just because I feel like gatekeeping information, gatekeeping knowledge is not really impactful for anybody. Then also, if I do get something wrong, I can directly have people like look at my homework, essentially. That way I can be corrected and be provided like new stuff, which I'm also very happy to do as well. Plus, that way, I can never make slop content, and all my stuff has to have some kind of meaning, because so much effort gets put into it. It would say, like, one day, if I make a video that's just so blatantly wrong, where the majority of it is just 100% just wrong, like the video is compromised as a whole, I'll gladly take it down and rehash it to make it accurate, because I don't want to spread misinformation. Or just because I'm a human. I'm sure there will be times where I get stuff wrong. It happens. And so that's the second unofficial reason to make this video. Just so it is known, it is on the record what I did in fact know and what I didn't know. And that's really it. The stuff I do talk about, there won't be any spoilers, but yeah, I guess we'll start off. What are some things that I knew, and what did I roughly gain knowledge of those? So I learned after my Monsters That Should Be in Wilds video that Gypsros was going to show up. And then like once like the information started coming out, and I remember like January where like the first pictures started coming out, like on like the subreddit and stuff, and just like on like X and stuff, I was like, all right, we have Lala Brina. And so it's not very much stretch to think that Nursilla was going to show up. And then I think I released another video after that. And then somebody in my comments went, hey, you know who's also in there? Nursilla. And I'm like, oh, well, it's too late to take this out the video. And I guess technically I didn't really know, because I knew with some people that's just going to kind of set a bad record for me. which I can somewhat understand. But just note, anything that I have learned from the data mines or the leaks, I will never, ever touch those subjects, because I don't believe in misguiding people. I don't believe in just not telling the truth. My speculation is speculation, and I take great pride in trying to think outside the box, and to do something which undermines that completely goes against my character. In a comment on one of my posts, I had someone spoil to me Blanca Conga a little bit after a video or two ago as well, which sucks, but it's not really that big of a monster. It's not like I was that upset, but that's why I also did not talk about that monster either, for the most part. And then I think that's really it, to be honest with you. With that being said, the game does in fact come out on Friday. And so obviously once the game comes out, the bandage is kind of ripped off. And so I'll be able to cover pretty much anything within reason, obviously. I'm not going to be talking about like the end game or like the intricacies of the story, but do expect live streams quite often. I plan on covering a lot of things: monsters, quests, key moments, gear, events as they happen, the title updates. It's all happening here, baby. All happening here. So please make sure to stay tuned, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. And yeah, that's really it. Guess I'll see you in a few days. See ya. Stop embracing leakers. Don't spread it. Nobody likes a person who spreads leaks unsolicited. You just become a loser. Sorry.
Thank you guys.